Hey guys, AJ here, just out on an easy run. Welcome to what was supposed to be a weekly recap. This is my first recap, 6 weeks in. Sorry about that, but I do have a couple of excuses. But what's special about today?
I'm going to school.
You are going to school for the very first time, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. My wife had a baby and my young fella started school for the first time. So I have been out running. I have been out filming a bit. Just not editing, no, haven't got the time. So I'm out today, just on my easy jog, 45 minutes. I didn't get out this morning because Elliot woke up the wrong time. But yeah, that means I'll push back to sort of 9 o'clock to get out. It's currently 29 degrees according to the phone. Feels like temperature's about 33. So she's going to be a hot one, but we'll just get it done and get inside, and I'll tell you about my last 6 weeks and how I'm going. See you soon. Okay guys, so back inside. Whoa, that was a hot run. One thing about the Cairns summer is you definitely got to get out very early in the morning, otherwise it just ends up way too hot. Anyway, so let's go through my weeks. All right, starting with week number 1. That was all the way back in December. It's been ages since that happened. Managed 48.7 Ks, 4 hours, 22 minutes of training, and 568 meters of elevation. It was a really good start. I wasn't getting out early enough for my runs. Okay, meant that I was running when it was way too hot. I wasn't getting out till like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and here, that's just going to get you. I'd start getting head spins after about 20 minutes, so I'd have to cut the run short and then try and go out again later and do a couple of short doubles. The other aim during that week was to get a lactate threshold test done. Failed the first one because it was just before Christmas, so people who I saw while I was running had to stop and chat to them. Managed to get one done later in the week though. So week 1, lactate threshold heart rate at 172, lactate threshold pace at 421. Okay, if you want to see what that means, have a look at my lactate threshold video and how I use that information. My long run for that week was 12.88 Ks. So like I say, good start, needed to develop some routines, and really just had to get out early to get that pace going. Week number 2, distance increased dramatically that week, so 63.97 kilometers, 6 hours and 4 minutes of training, and 1,085 meters of elevation. There were 2 main highlights for this week, and it was a really great week. So this was the week after Christmas. So firstly, on New Year's Day, small groupers got together to run the mountains around Cairns. I had planned to do a vlog about it, but it's been crazy, so it just didn't happen. I filmed a bunch of stuff, but it hasn't happened. Beautiful run. It was wet, it was slippery, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, this run's going to be done once a month, so hopefully I'll get a couple of those in soon. It should be a great opportunity for me to get out on the trails while I'm doing this training plan. Okay, I really love that course where we go. My second highlight for the week was parkrun the very next day. So New Year's Day was on the Friday, got out the next day for parkrun. Okay, managed to get there without any kids, which is very unusual for me. So thought I'd have a crack, see how I went. I ran the first 3 Ks all right, but the fatigue of the previous day started to kick in after that. So I was in the lead group for the first 3 Ks, then I dropped off a bit, managed to peg back a couple of places, Still managed a 19:37 and second place, so I was pretty happy in the end. My long run for week number 2 was 14.5 Ks. So moving into week 3, that was my first down week of the training plan. So 51.99 kilometres, 5 hours and 6 minutes, and 965 metres of elevation gained. Stupidly, I said yes to a technical trail run for my first run that week. I say stupidly because I love that run and it's an awesome view when you get to the top, but I'm not good at running down hills. Okay, I snapped the last ligaments that I have in my left ankle running on flat concrete during the daylight one day. So basically running downhill was always going to end badly. 3 rolled ankles later and some pretty beautiful views. I'd earned my dip in the creek, I think. With some strategic icing though, I still managed to get out for all of my planned runs, including a track session. The long run for that week was only 11.3 Ks. I had a really great revelation though during week 3 and I was really excited about it and really keen to share it with you. So I was comparing my easy runs that I'd been doing for the last 3 weeks to easy runs that I did like 12 months ago. What I noticed was that these easy runs that I'm doing now, they're significantly quicker than when I started that plan a little while ago. When I finished that plan, I'd ended up running those easy runs a lot quicker. But at the start of that plan, so it means I'm coming from a better spot at the start. So should be able to get better results if I can maintain the consistency that I've held so far. So moving into week 4, this was baby week, so there wasn't much running happening. I had the elder child at home, wife and new baby in hospital, so ferrying between the two, and just not a lot of time to get out there. So I only managed to get out for like 2 hours and 38 minutes worth of training, which ended up being 29.47 Ks, and 360 metres of elevation. I only got four runs in, and I only did half of my long run. That happened because I tried to go out at 2 o'clock on the Sunday, and made the call to cut it in half due to heat, being exhausted myself, and I was really, really hungry. I did some research, did a lot of reading, and was listening to a lot of podcasts, and realised very quickly that my long run is vital. So that's the run that I need to focus on, and I need to get that done every week. That's really, really important, is to get that long run in. Okay, so week 5, 64 Ks, 5 hours, 21 minutes of training, and 885 metres of elevation. Back into it this week in a big, big way. I was back at work, so I really needed the routine to get me through. I did my first hill sprint workout of this plan as well, and that was pretty brutal. I've got some great hills to train on near me. I'd had enough after 4, but yeah, managed to get the 12 done in total. My big learning from this week was about overdoing it on my Saturday run. I got out late in the afternoon that day because of a number of different factors, and I did a commute run where I walked with my wife and then ran home while she drove home. I did 2 things wrong. I went too hard, so I did 9k at 5:19 pace with 70 metres of elevation gain, and 2, I didn't leave enough time to recover. I went out at like 5 o'clock at night and then tried to do my long run at 5 o'clock the next morning. So basically I really, really battled through that long run of 18Ks. The easy run, I did that fine. That felt good. It felt okay and was on that upper edge of the easy threshold values. But yeah, really, really should have taken it a lot easier. And from now on my Saturday runs, I'm really going to focus on taking it easy. All right, so moving into week 6. Okay, that was my second down week of the plan. So 45.7 Ks, 4 hours and 3 minutes worth of training, and 450 metres of elevation. Okay, my body was feeling extremely tired, so I ended up taking 2 rest days rather than just the one. Again, I was smart about it. The Saturday, I just didn't bother going out. My body just wasn't feeling it, so I thought, no, I'm going to protect myself, look after myself, drop that Saturday easy run, and go out for the long run on the Sunday and get that done. So the long run was 12.8 Ks. Fortunately, watch ran out partway through it again, second week in a row that the watch ran out. I really need to charge my watch before my long run in future. So grumpy. Ideally, I would have done a run test to see how I was going, but it wasn't worth overdoing it, just the way the body felt. I'm entered in a race this weekend though, so I'm going to use that as my lactate threshold test. Okay, so where to next? This week's week 7 of the training plan. I'm back to building up that mileage, so I should see dramatic increase from last week, but a slight increase from week 5. So week 5 I did 64 Ks, expecting this week to be a little bit higher, possibly this, hopefully hitting the 70 mark, but we'll see how it goes. How I'm doing that, so a couple of my easy runs are extending from 40-minute runs out to 45, so all of those easy runs have been 40-minute runs, whereas this week 2 of those I'm extending out to 45, and then the following week they'll all be 45-minute easy runs. And my long run this week is 22.5 Ks long. Also on the Sunday of next week, I've entered a cross-country race, which is a 10K cross-country through the mud and slush down in freshwater. So I'll do that instead of, and I'll take out the planned hill repeat session. Yes, I do enjoy dodging those hills. So I'm going to have to move my long run to Friday morning. I'll put the plan on the screen here just so you can see what's going to happen through the week. Hopefully I'll be back to touch base again next week, just to give you that weekly recap of how my week's gone. So thanks for making it to the end of the video. I will be back soon with a review of the race that I do on Sunday. I'll show you how it goes, and I'll try and take you along with the GoPro, and I'll hopefully also give you an update on how my week went. Good luck with your training, whatever you're training for, and if you want to follow my journey, make sure you click the subscribe button. Okay, if you like this, please hit the like button, and leave a comment down below if you've got any questions or have anything to say. Alright, thanks for watching guys, I'll see you soon.